I really did not want to come back from Thanksgiving break. Not back to dry Utah mountains.
It was good for me to learn that.
I love going to school, but nothing's quite like home.
Add one for you guys' sake.
Yeah, I have a dimmer.
Switch? What's that?
I think I have one.
Did you just dim some?
What?
It just means like I'm all in. So like, oh, Karina wants to do a project. I'm in. We're making it happen. I made a name for it. When are we doing it? What time? And she's like, okay, Mom. Like,
Oh, I see
we'll
what you
get
mean.
there, but
Okay, I understand you now.
It
Fade into this.
I felt like I was wrenching myself away. I mean, it always feels that way when I leave home, but this time felt worse than usual. Sometimes I chafe while being at home, argue with my siblings, lose my temper. But I didn't at all this time. I was perfectly embedded in the family. It was hard to remember I have a whole separate life on my own. The present always makes every other part of my life feel like a dream. When I first came to college, leaving home was terrible. I cried and cried and cried. Back when I was 12, I went to summer girls camp for the first time. I found secret corners of this not home to keep my homesickness hidden. By the last summer, I owned that campground. It was a home. In fact, I was tired of the routine and itching to move on. When my family first moved on to a sailboat for a year, we spent our first night in this new boat, not home, wishing we could take it all back. Take it all back and go back to our usual beds and rooms. Yet 12 months later, it tore our hearts out to return to land from this boat home we had made. So we see, my life had been good so far, leaving comfort for a not home which became a home. I had to trust the pattern would hold. I was reading recently about the fulfillment of the old covenant for the new. It made me think the gospel is about being continually new. New is uncomfortable, where the growth is. I've been thinking, we all have to practice leaving home over and over again all the time. That's how we started, that's how we'll end, and in the middle, repeat ad nauseum. I guess leaving home for a not home which becomes home, then to another not home which becomes home, is a pattern for learning. I never thought I'd feel ready to graduate from college. I thought there'd always be long lists of classes I still wanted to take, and that I wouldn't be prepared to launch out again. But 4.5 years later, turns out I am ready. It feels like a home, and that's how I know it's time to go.